Why not have some fun and try to take a guess at what the first round of the 2024 draft might look like?
It could be Caleb Williams time for the Arizona Cardinals, which means no more Kyler Murray time if that happens.
Now, before we start, just a note that the projected 2024 draft order is courtesy of Tankathon. So, with that out of the way, let's get right into our way too early 2024 NFL first round mock draft. Number 1, Arizona Cardinals, Caleb Williams. The Cardinals may have given Kyler Murray a 5-year deal worth over $230 million a year ago, but that shouldn't prevent the Redbirds from passing on this generational talent. The USC Trojan star and reigning Heisman Trophy winner has all the tools to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Throw in Murray's injury history, inconsistent production, and rocky relationship with the Arizona organization, and moving out from him in favor of Williams should be a no-brainer. Number 2, Arizona Cardinals from Houston Texans, Marvin Harrison Jr. Arizona gets a new franchise QB and the best wide receiver prospect in some years to pair with him. Harrison Jr., the son of Pro Football Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison, will most certainly be the first receiver taken off the board. In this scenario, Arizona wastes no time adding a big-time weapon for Caleb Williams. Number 3, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Drake Maye. The Bucs' decision to roll with Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask strongly indicates to us that they want to tank for a top quarterback prospect in 2024. Hey, if it works, great for them. Buccaneers fans would be thrilled about the idea of getting the North Carolina Tar Heels signal caller. Maye's coming off a breakout year in which he completed 66.2% of his pass attempts for 4,321 yards and 38 touchdowns. Tom Brady is long gone, but Maye would instantly bring a new sense of hope to this franchise. Number 4, Los Angeles Rams, Dallas Turner. The freakish Alabama edge rusher would form a terrifying tandem alongside Aaron Donald. And with the clock ticking on Donald's career, the Rams should use the opportunity to take their next franchise defender. Number 5, Indianapolis Colts, Olu Fashanu. The Colts found their new hopeful franchise QB in Anthony Richardson, so now it's time to find his long-term blindside protector. Indy has really missed Anthony Costanzo at offensive tackle since his early retirement. Fashanu would join a deep offensive line led by veteran stalwarts Quentin Nelson and Ryan Kelly. Number 6, Washington Commanders, Michael Penix Jr. If Sam Howell isn't the answer, the Commanders will jump at the opportunity to take the best QB available with their 2024 first-rounder. Washington Huskies star Michael Penix Jr. has a strong arm and the smart decision-making that would make him a star in the Commanders' offense. Number 7, Atlanta Falcons, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Atlanta already has a Pro Bowl level corner in A.J. Terrell, but not much else after that. Pairing Terrell with the Alabama star, who has the coolest name in this draft, would give Atlanta a dynamic 1-2 duo to help them compete against the NFL's top passing attacks. Number 8, Green Bay Packers, J.C. Latham. Speaking of Alabama stars, it sure feels like David Bakhtiari is playing out his final season with the Packers. The Cheeseheads need to find a capable blindside protector for new franchise QB Jordan Love, and Latham's strength and high football IQ would make him the perfect fit in Matt LaFleur's offensive scheme. Number 9, Tennessee Titans, Brock Bowers. How's this for a rebuilt offense? First, Treylon Burks, then Peter Skoronski and Will Levis, and now Brock Bowers. Suddenly, the Titans have a promising long-term outlook on offense once they move on from Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Number 10, Chicago Bears from Carolina Panthers, Jared Verse. Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack, and Robert Quinn are long gone. But the Bears got off to a nice start rebuilding their front seven by signing TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds in free agency. Adding Florida State Seminoles defensive lineman Jared Verse, who racked up 9 sacks a season ago, would be another big step forward. He is the ideal replacement for Mack off the edge. Number 11, Las Vegas Raiders, J.J. McCarthy. Many were surprised when the Raiders passed on Kentucky's Will Levis in this year's draft. Well, the decision to hold off on taking a quarterback could pay off if they land somewhere in the top 15 in 2024. Michigan's J.J. McCarthy would excel in Josh McDaniels' quick pass offense. Number 12, Chicago Bears, Joe Alt. The Bears drafted one future star offensive lineman and Darnell Wright at number 10 overall in 2023. But with plenty of holes remaining, the Bears shouldn't hesitate to take another powerful pass blocker in Notre Dame's Joe Alt. Alt and right would give Chicago a beautiful long-term outlook in the trenches, as they try to keep Justin Fields upright and healthy over that long haul. Number 13, Denver Broncos, Mason Smith. Denver has one of football's top secondaries, but there is definitely room for improvement on the defensive line. LSU's defensive tackle Mason Smith would give Sean Payton and company a total game wrecker on the interior of that D-line, which, would go a long way when dealing with Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes in the AFC West. Number 14, New England Patriots, JT TUIMOLOAU. Bill Belichick would love a versatile, explosive playmaker like TUIMOLOAU, who can line up at defensive end or linebacker. Belichick hasn't found a do-it-all front seven guy to captain his defense since Dante Hightower walked away. He gets it right here, though, with the Ohio State product. Number 15, Pittsburgh Steelers, Javon Bullard. The Steelers drafted the promising Joey Porter Jr. in round 2, giving Mike Tomlin and company a much-needed playmaking corner. But why stop there? Loading up on shutdown defensive backs in today's pass-happy NFL is never a bad idea. Bullard can play corner or safety, and the Steelers will love that versatility. Number 16, Minnesota Vikings, Quinn Ewers. Many Vikings fans wanted the team to take Kirk Cousins' successor this year, but they passed on the opportunity. So let's finally give Kevin O'Connell a promising young QB to build the franchise around. Number 17, Houston Texans from Cleveland Browns, Leonard Taylor. Trading up for Will Anderson Jr. was a tidy piece of business by the Texans, who are lacking playmakers in the front seven. Miami's Leonard Taylor is a powerful run-stopping force who would form a dynamic 1-2 punch in the trenches alongside this year's number 3 pick. Number 18, Los Angeles Chargers, Kalen Bullock. The J.C. Jackson signing looks like a mistake, and Derwin James and Asante Samuel Jr. just can't hold down the fort on their own. More secondary help is clearly needed in La La Land. USC corner Kalen Bullock has the ideal frame at 6'3" and 180 pounds to hold his own against the game's top receivers. Number 19, New Orleans Saints, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Veterans Cameron Jordan and Demario Davis won't play forever. Yeah, the Saints took defensive lineman Brian Breesy and Isaiah Foskey with their first 2 selections in 2023, but Dennis Allen's squad should not shy away from adding more help on defense. Trotter Jr. would fit in perfectly in New Orleans. Number 20, New York Giants, Emeka Egbuka. Love that the Giants got ex-Raiders tight end Darren Waller and Tennessee wideout Jalen Hyatt to help Daniel Jones in the passing game. But Big Blue could use another deep threat and red zone weapon, and the Buckeye star would supply both. Number 21, Detroit Lions, BRALEN TRICE. Despite holding 2 first-round picks, the Lions curiously decided to pass on the many promising edge rushers to complement Aiden Hutchinson in 2023. Well, they don't make that same mistake in 2024. Instead, they address the D-line again by going with the Washington defensive end. Trice racked up 10 sacks for the Huskies in 2022. His motor, elite athleticism, and strength would give Dan Campbell 2 game-changing pass rushers to build around. Number 22, Miami Dolphins, Kingsley Suamataia. Miami's O-line has been an issue for a while. Though Terron Armstead fared pretty well in his first season with the Dolphins, the reality is he can't be relied upon to stay healthy. So let's give Tua Tagovailoa some much-needed protection with BYU's Kingsley Suamataia. Having Armstead as a mentor would serve Kingsley very well, too. Number 23, Jacksonville Jaguars, DENZEL BURKE. The Jaguars look set on offense and have plenty of impactful players on their front seven. On defense, Tyson Campbell and Andre Cisco headline a promising young secondary, but a physical shutdown corner like Ohio State's DENZEL BURKE could help this unit take a huge leap. With all the elite quarterbacks in the AFC, building a top-notch secondary is never a bad idea. Number 24, New York Jets, Bo Nix. On paper, these Jets don't have any glaring weaknesses, so it's not too early to think that they'll want to take Aaron Rodgers' successor when he's available. Nix's stock has soared since his transfer to Oregon, which culminated in a breakout year. He wouldn't be ready to start right away, but with Rodgers probably walking away within 3 years or so, it doesn't hurt to have Nix learn behind one of the best to ever do it before he walks away. Number 25, Seattle Seahawks, Michael Hall Jr. Seattle addressed most of its pressing needs in free agency and through the draft this offseason. This might be take the best player mentality for Pete Carroll and company. Another Buckeyes product, Michael Hall Jr. would be very useful in helping Seattle deal with the many high-powered rushing offenses in the NFC. Number 26, Baltimore Ravens, Cooper DeJean. Marlon Humphrey is one of the game's top corners, but the rest of Baltimore's cornerback room has left a lot to be desired over these last 2 years. Iowa's Cooper DeJean, who racked up 5 interceptions and 8 pass defenses in 2022, would be a grade A compliment to Humphrey and the all-star safety duo of Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton. Number 27, Dallas Cowboys, Xavier Worthy. CeeDee Lamb is a top 10 receiver in the game, and veteran Brandon Cooks should be a nice number 2 option for Dak Prescott. Another pass-catching weapon doesn't hurt though, and Jerry Jones wouldn't have to travel far to scout the Texas Longhorns product. And trust us, Xavier is totally worthy of a first-round pick. Number 28, Buffalo Bills, JER'ZHAN Newton. The Bills need more pass-rushing power to help out Von Miller and young phenom Gregory Rousseau. Illinois' JER'ZHAN Newton would be a perfect fit along that defensive line, giving an already scary unit even more power and toughness. Number 29, San Francisco 49ers, Kalen King. Outside of Charvarius Ward, the 49ers are lacking in reliable shutdown corners. Penn State's Kalen King is a big-time playmaker on the ball, having recorded 3 picks and 15 pass defenses last year. It sounds like the type of player San Fran's opportunistic defense would welcome with open arms. Number 30, Cincinnati Bengals, Chop Robinson. The Bengals already have Trey Hendrickson, DJ Reader, and 2023 first-rounder Myles Murphy on the D-line, but Lou Anarumo's defense would greatly benefit from the addition of Robinson, a versatile playmaker who can line up at linebacker or defensive end. Number 31, Philadelphia Eagles, Jack Sawyer. The defensive line certainly isn't the Eagles' biggest weakness, but Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox are in the twilight years of their respective careers, and Josh Sweat will be entering a contract year in 2024. Feels like the ideal time to draft and groom a new young defensive end, and Sawyer is the best one remaining at this point in our mock draft. Number 32, Kansas City Chiefs, Rome Odunze. It surprised us to see the Chiefs pass on wide receivers in round 1 in both the 2021 and 2022 drafts. Well, that streak ends here with the selection of Odunze. The Washington product has the ideal combination of size, hands, and speed to be a special player in KC's high-powered offense. But what changes would you make to our way too early edition of the 2024 NFL first-round mock draft? Let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton, and hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.